I went and looked at the playground equipment today at Veterans Park. I found it to be very sturdy, very good condition. You know, there was a couple of sections maybe could use a coat of paint. The mulch could certainly use some work underneath it, but the playground equipment, I stood on it. It's solid. You know, I'm finding nothing wrong with it at all. I think there's like close to zero chance I'm going to support replacing that playground equipment. The only what could twist my arm if we had a grant or some community partnership involved, where the township expense in replacing it is less than 50% of the entire cost. Mr. Chairman, I just really hate to spend other people's money. So the first one on the list is lighting for the nature trail behind the building. I initially, I guess when this was first discussed, didn't have a problem with it, and that in and of itself, I don't have a problem with it. What I have a problem with is it is also connected to walking trail improvements for another $52,000. And the two of those together is related to where are we going with this trail? Is it going to be paved someday, ADA compliant someday? Is it going to connect up to ICOLT's roads someday? You know, I need to know what the plan is. And if that's the plan, you know, how much more money are we talking about? I mean, I like the trail. I think it was a good idea. I've supported it up until tonight. You know, so it sounds like this is getting into a lot more money than I'm willing to spend. Okay. So that's why I have an objection to that first one. And as I explained, also it would be the eighth one on that list. Okay. So the second one on the list, the ambulance for 214, I understand it's expensive to run a township. So I'm a yes on that. The third one there, the dispatch system, I'm a yes on that. The fourth one, so that's a maybe. And the reason I say maybe, and if we're going to do this collectively, the answer is going to be no. So you get $1.3.5 million for a ladder truck. The truck in and of itself as a purchase, I support. I'm okay with that. As much as I hate spending $1.3 million, but again, it costs a lot of money to run a township. What I'm having concerns about is how is this going to be paid for? If we're going to be borrowing money for a depreciating asset, like a fire truck, I'm voting no. If we're going to pay cash for it, I'm voting yes. So those are my thoughts on that item. Going down to the next one, the outfitting the 4 cruisers, 84.8, I'm fine with that. Fuel usage, 26,000, fine with that, it is what it is. And you get down to Veterans Park, the shade comfort zone, 100,885. And then the last one on this list is the Veterans Park comfort zone concrete improvements, another 63,000. So that's another $163,885 invested in Veterans Park. And this is completely unrelated to what we just talked about, the playground equipment. You know, gentlemen, I hear every day people talking about the roads. And, you know, and people drive the roads every day. They're hitting potholes every day. Our service department is doing a great job keeping up with it all. You know, but it's more than just potholes. I mean, people complain the whole road needs to be resurfaced. They want to know when theirs is going to be next. I look down the list. It's not, you know, on the list coming up anytime soon. I have a big problem with spending a lot of money on things that are entertainment related when we have needs. You know, what's the most important things in a township? Police, fire, roads. Well, the police and fire can't get anywhere without the roads. Cemetery, that's something required by the Ohio Revised Code. Parks are not. Hey, I love parks as much as anybody else. I think it's important to have nice parks. Keep them upkeep. It's a matter of priorities. And I just can't prioritize these items over the roads. And you know, that's my problem with this list. And that's why I'm a no vote.